ear itches. What the fuck's that? I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna do the Muspelheim trials. Pretty fucking epic. Pretty fucking hard. What is up, everybody? Ninja Nick here with 420 Gamer TV, bringing you another Stoney gameplay of God of War. I'm the Ganja God, and we will be doing the Muspelheim trials in this video. And if you've ever done them, or at least did the first trial, it's pretty interesting, and they're pretty hard. And actually, what I've noticed from doing the last two trials, they change up on you. It's not like the same thing the entire time. No, it changes up on you, and it's fucking awesome.
Nick, you know you're a goofy-looking, bald-headed, goatee-glass-and-wearing motherfucker, right?
Well, I'm pretty sure I know what I look like, you retarded fag, by the fact of the matter is I see myself in a mirror.
Yeah, well,
like
I just found out looking at your channel the other day.
You're one to talk, you round motherfucker.
My what? Huh?
I said you're one to talk, you round motherfucker. Shit, I look
round. I'm not round.
No, I said round, not brown.
I'm not.
You're white as fuck.
I said I'm not round either.
You're not round. So you're
I'm tall and thin,
square.
buddy.
So you're a square then?
No, I'm tall and thin. No square.
Dude, you ran into that. I know you're thin. We had this conversation like I don't know how long ago. Oh shit.
Motherfucker. I haven't even. Oh. It said YouTube because it was on my PS3. Adam's asleep. Yeah. Oh, you want a TP grind? So in other words, you want me to do all the work for you.
Oh, that's funny. It's true though.
Wait, a voice from the sword. It says we can go this way.
It says we can. Oh, cool. This is gonna be interesting. Yeah, it's Arena 2. Yep.
What about you, Nick? You gonna come?
No, I'm playing God of War right now. I'm doing the Muspelheim trials.
I know that.
It's just hard. And it's fun.
I got that.
Oh, I'm actually not surprised.
But,
I'd actually be amazed that you didn't get it because of actually the fact that there's Norse mythological gods in this one.
Because I played the last 3 God of War games and they were all garbage.
I liked them. They're decent. They weren't the best games I've ever played.
The reason why I say they're garbage is they never went past the first game.
Oh, are you talking about like they never went past the fact they were fighting Greek gods? Is that what you mean? Or
well, no. It was the exact same game. I'm doing the exact same shit I did in the last game. You just changed some visuals.
That's pretty much how every game is.
That's what I mean, dude.
It's Call of Duty.
When I buy a sequel to a game, I expect that sequel to the game to change. Not just change your story mode and keep everything the fucking same.
Yeah, but sadly that's mostly every game nowadays. At least
right, which is why I don't buy sequels.
Luckily this ain't a sequel. I think it's a lot different. Especially the gameplay.
No.
Holy fuck, the gameplay in this is way different.
Okay, gameplay's finally different because the last 3 of them were all the same.
Aw, shit, they quickly regenerate.
The last 3 of them were all fucking do a puzzle, fight a boss. And when you fight the boss, it's on the same basis that you fought every other boss. Roll, block, attack. Roll, block, attack.
That's pretty
Roll,
much
block,
every game.
attack.
Any game that's like pretty much like this one.
But they didn't switch it, was my point. They never switched it. And then also, after God of War came out, there was fucking tons of games that came out with the exact same style, such as Dante's Inferno.
Actually, I never played that one.
That one's actually really good, because it actually follows the book, and it's a good fucking story to go behind. But once again, you're doing the same thing as God of War. It's the exact same controls. The only difference with that one is you get to choose between if you want to use the light attacks or the dark attacks. I think we all know what I use. Oh, what? I could save his soul, or I could banish him to the lowest levels of hell. Huh. Well, I guess we know where you're going. Which I'm surprised that Mikey's Bible thumping ass didn't play it. No, not God of War, Dante's Inferno.
Yeah. You've seen the anime.
The book that was written and gave the Catholic Church an excuse to take over the Norse realm called Hell.
He's never read the book.
So, how many gods in the Pantheon have you gone through in the God of War?
Wait, which one?
How many
right
Norse Pantheon gods have you met? Yeah.
Have I
How
met?
many have you fought so far?
Oh, fought. Well, fighting is different. You meet almost all of them. I haven't met Odin yet or Thor, but I actually get to fight those ones.
You met Hell?
Yeah.
You met
Well,
Hell?
actually, no, I haven't met Hell yet.
Okay, yeah. Well, you know, with all God of War games, you're bound to die and go to the end of the world, so.
Fuck yeah. I want to meet Hell.
So
Badass.
that's also. I wouldn't, if I were you, I wouldn't want to. So, in Norse mythology.
That's like saying you don't want to meet Hades.
No, hold on. In Norse mythology, no, here's how Hell works. Okay, so you know how they say Hell had two faces, right?
Yeah.
She looked like she was split in half, but she really wasn't split in half. How it worked was, in the depths of Hell, there are two types of people that made it to the Norse Hell. Those who did not die in battle and died of old age, and then those who were liars and could not hold their word and were traitors.
Pretty much, yeah.
So basically, the men that, when you were in Hell, if you died of old age, Hell took care of you. Hold on. Hell took care of you. And Hell is frozen, by the way. The Norse idea of Hell was a frozen wasteland. So, if you died of old age, for instance, and you're in Hell's realm, right? She would show you warmth, kindness, and you would see her face as living. If you were an evil, dishonest bastard, and you're in her realm, you saw the dead Hell. And the dead Hell dragged you off to an area where there was no sound, so you couldn't hear yourself scream, as there were giant snakes that dripped venom in that what was it? The venom burned and destroyed the flesh for all of eternity.
I win.
So after you were wasted away, you were miraculously put back together to burn and wither by the dripping venom of these snakes. This punishment was also given to Loki. Dude, like I said, I just told that. But anyways, what I'm getting at is, if Kratos went down to Hela's realm, Kratos has been dishonorable. Kratos.
Well, you gotta remember though, at the same time, he's already fought the three sisters, which is the same thing as them.
No.
Yeah.
Do you know why Odin drew Hell all the way down to the bottom of the earth?
Because Odin's a traitor himself!
No.
He's one of the biggest ones of them all! Ever died.
So Odin made a the top of the knowledge tree. And at the top of the knowledge tree was the skull of Ymir. Because that's what they fashioned the world out of, was the body of Ymir. Now, at the skull, there was a water of knowledge. Odin drank from those waters. The problem with drinking from those waters is there's a cost. eye.
I didn't want to do that. Damn it.
Gave his eye up so he could see the future. Now, Odin, after looking at Fenrir and seeing Loki's first child grow up, the wolf, and his second child, the Midgard serpent, these little cute creatures at first became gigantic monsters.
Oh, you little bitch.
And these monsters were going to destroy the world and cause Ragnarok. And all these monsters were the children of Loki. So, upon Hel being this very, very young little girl, not old enough like her two older brother and siblings, who had already become giant monsters, power, grabs that little girl and tosses her down to the lowest realm. That's how Hel ends up down there, and she spent her entire life all by herself in that realm.
Oh, damn, that shit was
Next, he grabs the Midgard serpent and takes its tail and stuffs it in his mouth and throws it down to Midgard.
Still doesn't stop Ragnarok, though. They still die.
And then they take Fenrir, and then they take him out to an area where they trick Fenrir into putting on these chains as it's a game because Fenrir's so strong, and they bind him with magic and leave him in the middle of nowhere.
Funny thing is, though, if
Now,
you actually read the stories, he still fails
what
because
Odin
of his fear.
did during this is all those children of Loki loved Odin and the Asgardians.
Yeah, until Odin betrayed them because of his fear.
Until Odin betrayed them all out of his fear, which caused Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Which goes into the idea of you should never want to know your fate, because there's nothing you can do about it. You will make it happen if you try not to make it happen. That's what the moral of that story is supposed to be. It's no matter what, if it's destined to happen, it's gonna happen. So you can go hide in the hole if you want, and you can run from this battle, but you won't live a second longer.
Oh, wow. It's a lava waterfall. It's a lava fall.
Yes, this isn't at all terrifying, is it?
This is not at all terrifying.
The crow, and the ravens? Those ravens that he has were gifts from Hel. A bullcrap. Bullcrap on that. Ravens do go hunting. No. Nowadays, yeah, that's what they do. But actually, ravens do go hunting. Ravens do go hunting, but ravens are known as a really highly intelligent bird, and so they typically will follow. They will follow like a pack of wolves. Usually, if you want to find a pack of wolves, you follow a murder of crows.
I wonder how many of these there are. Oh,
Because when the wolves make a kill, dude, those fucking birds will converge right on it. Also, the ravens, the reason why they were Odin's birds is because the ravens were known to frequent the battlefield after people had died.
Job runs to break the elite's shield.
But anyways, Hel gave him those two ravens. I do forget the names right now, but I just woke up. But yes, and those two crows, or ravens, were actually what watched mankind for Odin. Well, no, he has one eye. But yes, he does. He uses them to see between the realms, and they travel the realms and tell him everything. No, actually, that goes closer to the Native American lore of the crow being the messenger in between worlds. The crow will bring back a spirit that can't rest in the afterlife, so it can come back to this world and it can settle its unfinished business so it can rest. That's the Native American myth. I forget which actual tribe. I believe it was the Apache. But, you know, you look at it. Yeah, well, I hate to break it to you. You do know where the idea of angels came from, right?
Motherfucker, fuck you. Back off.
No, the idea of angels came from the Valkyries that the Vikings used to hope that would come down from the battlefield and struck them after they had fallen on the open fields of Valhalla. Dude, come on. We've gone through this. Also, dude, you do understand that the ending story for the Norse mythology, dude, Ragnarok, is the beginning of Genesis, right? Well, no. Like, literally written, dude. Just like the entire book of Psalms comes from the book of Wicca. Replace the word Father, Son, and Holy Spirit with the sun, the moon.
Oh, you little fucker. Back off. That's right. Eat it.
Like, I'm not arguing with you on the fact of, you know, does your God exist? He very may be. But I also just want to point out to you that according to, if you wanted to go ahead and take your own idea into religion and start studying them all to figure out where they start meeting up and where they start speaking the same story. Hold on. Look, where they all start to link and where they all start to tell the same story, because they do. I hate to break that to you. I've taken religious ideology. I was raised Catholic. And then I took religious ideology and I was like, what the fuck? So the entire book of Wicca is Psalms. So the creation story is nothing more than Ragnarok from the Norse pantheon. And which, by the way, if that is the case, I hope to break it to you, who you call God, Yahweh, would be nothing more than Loki.
Motherfucker. Oh, you little fucking faggot.
Well, the reason I say this is because in the end of the Norse gods, there's only a couple of gods that survive.
Oh, this fucking faggot is.
And Loki's story for ending isn't told, nor is Hell's story for ending ever told. And after the end of this battle of the gods, the entire earth is going to be scorched. And there's just going to be this one place out of a cave where one man and one woman will emerge with one tree that bears apples. The golden apples that gave the gods of Asgard their immortality.
God damn.
Sounds like it's a tree of knowledge, doesn't it? Sounds like Adam and Eve coming out of that primordial clay and emerging from the earth. Well, no, because now we can translate all that language. Yet it's still loosely translated. Agreed. That's because the English language is comprised of every other language, and therefore we can get more descriptive. So you're Muslim? You're reading the Quran? Which I hate to break it to you, the Quran has every story your Bible has in it. The Quran is a part of your Bible. And what color was Jesus? No, he was not white, he was not black. It wouldn't have been back then. I hate to break it to you. That area looked like the Egyptian people or the Middle East. So they were not white and they were not black.
There we go. Fuck that bag. God damn.
And Nazareth is where? In Africa. Which would be right around Egypt. That's just my point. So what you automatically assumed about your own God is, I'm letting you know, the Son of God would have been black. If not black, Arabic. Okay. See, I'm also going to go on to this for you. See, not all of mankind came out of Africa. No, all continents were not one. That is also a myth. No, nope, it's a myth. Water has receded and risen and receded and risen on this planet. Those fucking plates have not moved from where they are. Those plates have not moved from where they are. I know, but this is what I'm saying is, those tectonic plates have not moved. They roll right where they are. They're constantly rolling right where they are. They don't move in. Wrong, there's not proof of his flood everywhere. There is proof of his flood around the center of our planet, around the equator line. That is where the proof of the flood is. It stops after a certain parallel.
Damn it, really?
The North was bad. The North did not see. The North did not see the flood.
Oh, kid, you're gonna piss me off.
In the massive, no. In the massive flooding would have happened. First off, the planet would have been way too tropical for it to have fucking froze.
That's way too ridiculous. Stop attacking them, kid.
Also, dude, we have a... You know that there's a layer underneath the planet of water, right? In our planet, there is actually a whole layer of water. It's not really proof of the flood, actually.
Oh, that's stupid. Okay.
You're not the only country that's doing that. You're not the only place that's suffering from that right now. Mexico sinks every year, dude. Mexico sinks feet every year. No, Mexico won't sink into the ocean. It'll be like Arizona. It'll be like Arizona. It'll be a valley.
This is ridiculous.
Because that big tectonic plate's about to flip. It's a matter of time. Really, it's a ticking time bomb. The San Andreas fault line, dude, the San Andreas fault line, dude, is 100% a ticking time bomb. And we don't know exactly how much it's going to rotate when it goes to go rotate. It might turn itself sideways. It might completely flip itself.
Damn it, kid,
It
stop
might actually,
taking them over that way.
you know the
Get
San
over
Andreas
here,
fault
you
line's been
retarded
rising,
faggot.
right? It keeps rising. One sinking. Gonna collapse. Well, no, actually, what it's happening, dude, is see your plate is kind of looking like a slice of pie on its side for California. That's why I don't know if you've noticed your beaches are getting more and more. You're losing more and more land to your beaches currently, aren't you? Well, it's not landslides really. Actually, what's happening is your plate is tilting up. I know you don't. I'm just saying the beaches over there, you're tilting up like a pie. So, you know, when you put a piece of pie on its side, how you have that slant, like a door jam?
Oh, you little fucking faggot.
Yeah, you know what's awesome, though? Over here in Michigan, I won't feel a damn thing. No, I won't. I'm in the clear zone for that. You didn't know that? I'm also going to... I'm lake block, dude. I'm going to be one of the very few places that's going to have drinkable water during that. Yeah, so just so you know, I'm going to be one of the very few places with livable conditions.
Now the circles disappear. That's great.
Now the ash. Now the ash, dude, the ash is going to be a problem for us. We might have trouble growing crops. No, it's not the earthquake. I'm talking about here. Right? After you talking about Yellowstone. Yellowstone goes off and California's still fucked. You know that, right? The worst place in the world would be in Phoenix if that fucker goes off, though. No. Phoenix. Well, we know why. Well, one of those ruins, dude, actually is only a ruin because they didn't have drinkable water. Montezuma. Montezuma's kingdom, dude. You know Montezuma's kingdom was actually a oasis in the desert. No, that was the one city that was a constant city. Well, there was nomadic people, but that city was a constant city and was a great trading post in the Native American time. Montezuma's revenge is what killed them. It was literally dysentery from their water. Drinking stagnant water is what killed them. Because it's a...
God, this is retarded.
If they would have known... Here's the thing, though. If they would have known to filter and purify their water, the city of Montezuma would never have fallen. Just so you know.
God, this is so stupid.
The reason why the cities in the desert are small is they dammed up all the fucking natural rivers that were supplying the fucking oases. And then they created new oases by doing that. Well, no, I was talking about Phoenix did this. Phoenix was on top of an oasis. If Phoenix, the capital... Alright. So, if you ever go to Phoenix, right, and you go to the capital, the very center of Phoenix, and if you stand there, I want you to know that if you were to stand there 2,000 years, or what was it, they said 500 years after people disappeared, it would return to a natural oasis. So if you were standing in downtown Phoenix after 500 years after people disappeared, you would be standing literally in an oasis in the middle of the desert. To build a city on the oasis. No, the reason why was because of the Dust Bowl. Which, by the way, we're in the middle of. If you do a timeline of the way that the weather works and the shit that happened, right now we're in the Great Dust Bowl.
Almost ready.
Yeah, it's the Dust Bowl all over again. No, it's not just because of the cattle, and it's not because of any of that, dude. Actually, that area just does it. Every so often. It dries out. It dries out. Every so often, dude, it dries out. And it goes through a drought. And then the drought goes away, and then there'll be a massive rain season. It's a Great Plains. It's what it does. It did it to the Native Americans too. Hold on, okay. It did it to the Native Americans too, by the way. So, just like in Georgia. Those horses were there before, dude. You know the wild American Mustang was a native to this country, right? Yes. It's a native to this country. The horse. So, there was wild horses, dude, here before the Spanish. Any which way, dude. My whole point of what I was getting at, Mr. Fucking got my panties in one. I lost my point. Yuki did. Motherfucker, I just woke up. I took a dab. I've been up for 26 minutes awake. Smoke a bowl. You let me take a dab and now I'm smoking like cigarette. Anyways, dude, the middle of the country is going to do that, regardless of what's there. It's going to dry out and turn into a dust bowl. We did not help the circumstances in the 1930s because we overplanted the area. And we stripped it of any of its fucking nutrients. Nope, it just happens naturally, dude. And just like in Georgia, you know the Jackson Lake? You know Jackson Lake, right? In Georgia? The Native American people called that Vanishing Waters, that lake. That was its name. That's what the Native American name for it meant, was Vanishing Waters. I'm talking when the first colonies went over to Georgia. The Native American populace, before we arrived, was always calling the Lake Jackson in Georgia, they called it Vanishing Waters. And nobody understood why. Do you know just recently that lake fucking emptied itself to a sinkhole? And everybody in Georgia fucking freaked out, right? Because they lost one of their largest lakes, one of their largest freshwater fucking reserves of water. They freak out. And a couple of years go by, some rainstorms, all of a sudden Lake Jackson's full of them. So the Native Americans also knew that the Central Plains area turned into a shit land. There was buffalo there, dude. There was buffalo. There was buffalo. Buffalo do the same damage that horses do and cattle do. There was wild buffalo. Whoa. No. Actually, I can explain that scientifically. It's called you killed off the natural source of a grazing animal in the grass and redistribute the seed through their shit. That's just scientific knowledge. You took out a major part of the ecosystem. The ecosystem failed. But it was replaced. The buffalo were replaced by bison. We replaced it with bison. Which is not the same species, but it does the same job.
God damn it! Get in here.
Yes, they do, but it's not. It's a different species, but it does the same job. It's the American buffalo. The American buffalo. No, the American bison. Well, they migrate, dude. They will migrate.
Fuck, that was ridiculous, retarded. Got past it, though.
No, they did not, actually. Of that grizzly bear, they did not annihilate that subspecies. It is in British Columbia. That's what I was going to say. That one is in British Columbia. It did get pushed out of our lands, though. The only other place you can find it here in America anymore would be North Dakota. No, actually, it wasn't about cattle. That was why the wolves all died. Yep. Yeah. Well, it's just like there's certain spots that they built that oil line, and the animals won't cross over there anymore. Animals won't cross that area. Yep. Yeah. Why do I have to beat your head in backwards? Remind me, why do I have to beat your head in backwards?
My hands are so sweaty I can barely grip the bow.
Well, my nose itches.
Thought I was going to do all the work for you? Oh, I don't feel like TP bundling. You got me on the game, but I don't feel like doing TP. Not even 100.
Found the next sword.
Nope. That's fine.
Beat 100 enemies.
Yeah, but let me ask you something. Do you have a 99 yet?
Oh, you meant the boy, of
No,
course.
then. Uh-uh.
Rocket to the right.
Where are they?
Yeah. You have big bang attack.
Die.
How
Tell me when.
like underneath 85?
What character are you? All your characters are like pretty much amazing. I need to go. Holy shit, big guy. That ain't
right. That is right. I forgot I was doing this.
Whoa, big guy! You came running out of nowhere, didn't ya? He's not happy.
I will. I gotta put a soul on this guy. It's been more of Mine's still better. I have this go for you? Oh, I did not realize I had
Seven. Oh shit, here comes more.
haven't done the story mode like twice. God damn it. Oh, I brought in my new character that I remade it.
Jesus.
A few extra to deal with back here.
Why'd you have so many of those?
Where's he grinding?
I'm not ready. Help me wait.
Let's come back here.
I did.
He ain't down.
Got more coming.
Whoa, you son of a bitch.
You think so? 81?
I'm ready. Almost there.
70. Sweet.
Need more time.
Aw, crap, for the big guy. Not good.
I'm ready.
Oh, that's not good. Bitch, eat it. Whoa. Oh, you little cocksucker. Eat it.
Yeah, you're not such a bad Hydro Super Saiyan 3 now, are ya? So you like what I'm building? Well, I was right here because I'm pretty sure I hit you with the blast that hurt so bad. Oh, I did do a lot of the punches.
Ow, you fuck
I hit you
cocker.
with the Godbreaker though too, and that hurt. Yeah. fuck is you reaching?
More behind you, brother.
Can I just miss? Really? Okay.
That was close.
Alright. Is that how it's gonna be then? You know, I can get my health back.
Get out of my face. Oh, you little cock. Motherfucker.
Oh yeah? You know what's good about that? He's gonna run.
49, motherfuckers. What's up?
What the fuck? Now, how the fuck are you fucking broken and still fucking able to, you know,
Aw, fuck me.
guard? You blocked me with no fucking stamina. Do you know that? You blocked at the end with no stamina, dude. You did your evasive with no stamina. You had none. You just broke yourself flying at me. Not on my screen. You didn't have it back. On my screen, you were broken.
It does that sometimes. Sometimes it don't show you the actually regen of it back. It'll just show you the break part.
Because you were dead. You were dead, and you completely took my fucking SS Deadly Bomber with no stamina.
What the fuck?
I'm not ready.
Fuck you. Oh, you motherfucking bitch. Shit. You're mine, bitch. Come here.
Yeah, I get you up back. No way you're still dead.
You're dead. Fuck you.
Okay. I was already transformed, but they forgave. Okay, reaching me while I'm teleporting back. Fuck. You're good? Now you just don't hit. You don't want to fucking swim. Do nothing. Okay. like fucking, I'm hitting you and stop hitting you. That's called fair.
Ready and wait.
Ow! That was my ear.
SS Deadly Bomb is a son of a bitch. And it's made for the actual specifications of the real attack. Cause that fucker chased Goku around the fucking Iceland. It did. It went up behind you and came back at you.
Die, bitch.
Yeah, you shot it too early. You know that's what happened, right? Yeah, read it backwards.
Oh, 30.
Really? You starting to look like Satan yet? You got some white veggies? Motherfucker, this is Equinta Ocha. You don't like it? Suck it. Show me that Super Saiyan.
Oh, that's okay, that's better than what's up.
I just hit that, whatever. I teleported, yes I did. Can I switch?
Damn it.
I'll tell you what, I'll only go up 4 levels. How's that make you feel?
Almost ready.
Fucking dick.
Feel a little better about it if I only go up 4 levels? Oh, how you? Okay.
None of these fools are dropping health.
No, you're not. You're going to where I am.
Whoa, fuck you, dick.
I was at 81, going up 4 levels.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? You're at 84, 85, you're on my level.
Oh shit, there we go. And a fuck.
But I'm gonna make you scream, kill it with fire.
Okay.
It's an albino Namekian, kill it with fire!
Why you?
Watch your back!
Oh. Ow, you cock. Back off. Okay, 11 to go.
More just stood up back here.
Fuck.
You say bread and butter. Yeah, that's how harder it is for you to hit me and how easy it is for me to hit you. I doubt it.
Oh, you go back. Oh, bitch. Ouch. Oh shit, he's doing that. Oh, did use it already. Ah, run! Yes! Oh, that's right!
Here every time. Right?
That was hard.
Ah, that's such horseshit.
Damn. What? No fucking way. Don't let
I'm a
enemies
hybrid.
capture
Prepare yourself,
nutrients.
boy.
Yes, sir.
You're surprised I won? Okay.
Not ready. Ready.
Don't let enemies capture nutrients. Okay, so...
Not ready.
Oh yeah.
All set.
Yeah, here, bitch.
You're gonna win that.
On your left!
It's really difficult too. It is difficult to get off. Very difficult to get off.
Something's your brother!
You like how I went giant right back on you? You didn't knock me out. I was already done. I don't have the stamina.
At the ready.
I don't like using it. I don't like using it. I did it just to do it to you. Did you? Now you're off. Oh, you don't use jump attacks, do you?
Oh shit.
Oh, God damn.
Try there, big guy. Fuck you.
That was fun. And hard.
Whew. That's right, kid. That was fun and hard. Holy shit. Yeah, the Muspelheim trials. Holy fuck. Epic.
Did you actually just hit me with that attack? Did you actually just fucking use a fucking death ball?
I see the way up.
What's up?
Ooh. There goes my
It's
arm
very
hair.
difficult.
There goes my arm hair.
You know, I'm only an 85 and I don't have much in my health. I use the fact that I'm a Namekian to not put much into the health.
Okay, my eyes are really stinging. My throat hurts.
Well, it wouldn't be a challenge without a little challenge, would it?
Am I?
There's a sword. What's this? The fifth?
So we'll go that way then. Once we complete these two. Fuck, dang, how harder could it get? Kill enemies to increase time. Oh, fuck.
Be ready, boy.
I am.
Like you, big guy. Whoa!
Oh, no.
Not this bitch.
Maybe you can kill me.
Damn.
Oh, my fucking ability not to waste time. Do you finally won one?
Boom, bitch!
You realize that wasn't worrying about mine? Really, if you would have listened to my words.
Ah, fuck me, not one of those. Two. Ah, fuck, not good. Oh, shit. Damn it. Oh, yeah. Fuck me. It's getting hard. Oh, what now? No fucking way.
You're noticing that in the lag, right? I'm hitting you and it's flashing and it's still attacking you another 3 times.
Fuck. No! Go! Go! Yes! No! God dang it!
Really? You just gonna stand there and take it.
Oh, God damn it. We should stop doing that. Oh, I don't want it to do that! Please stop doing that! Die.
Take the damn cat.
Okay, that hurt a lot. God damn it! Ah, fuck. Did I just die? Fuck! Damn it! Stop hitting me with that shit! Ah, fucker.
Okay. Like, you can hit me, but I can't hit you.
Ah, shit. Jesus,
Oh, I
God.
know about that attack.
There you go, kid. Took you long enough.
I think you've gotten pretty good at that.
Oh my God, that was crazy. That was ridiculous. Oh. Taking that. What?
Here they come.
I'm ready.
Say what now? Enemies remain. I have to not get hit by 20 people. You gotta be kidding me, right?
Both times, switch again. I originally made a connected manipulars and I quickly changed.
I can't yet.
Oh shit.
Crucial. That's why I switched back to that size. I was just like, nope. I was gonna make a tiny one too. You know, like a Dende size?
A 10-day size. That shit was hard. Oh crap.
Sounds like you need some little green. I told you not to call me that. I didn't. You having trouble concentrating?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, it's been a while since I've seen that one. My actual favorite is hands down was 13. Not 13, I'm sorry, but anything with fucking Nappa in it. Like, Nappa just fucking was the
Me,
tip.
man. It's just hard.
Like in the first movie, how Krillin comes in and he's pitching him a movie fucking plan and it's fucking World's Strongest. Or not World's Strongest, the other
What?
one.
Think we can beat it?
I didn't take any damage. That's bullshit.
Well, because you know when Goku and everybody makes the wish.
I didn't take
Yeah.
any damage. Whatever.
No, but he looks at Krillin and he goes, Did you really let him pee on you? Yeah. Yeah, I did. He goes, oh, you're gonna go far.
Oh god.
And Nappa got wished back. I like how they did that. He says, well, you know when they made that wish on the Dragon Balls? How they wished for everybody that Frieza's henchmen and Frieza had killed to be brought back to life. Well, on a technicality on Earth, you were one of Frieza's henchmen. which doesn't make sense. So on that fucking wish, right? On a technicality, the entire planet Vegeta was wished back. You do know that.
Need more time.
That wasn't a fan made. That wasn't fan made, dude. That was out of the comics. Yeah, that was out of the comics. That was actually... No, it was fan made because it was never actually made by Toriyama, the movie itself. But that storyline, that's real.
Behind you! Incoming!
No, it's actually in the old Shippuden. Yeah, it's actual canon. He really did go Super Saiyan like that. Bardock existed outside of time.
Oh, god dang it. I lost.
I feel like maybe we'll be better.
Yes.
Later.
Yes. And because of that, he lived outside of time after that. He has to live to the end of time to see the fate of the Saiyans. Till the last one lives.
Just like